My name is Harpreet Kaur and I'm the kindergarten teacher at Sojhi. I'm here to share a few words on my journey as a Sojhi parent and being a part of the Sojhi teaching team. Sojhi was introduced to me about 2 years ago from my sister-in-law who found this program very fruitful. My child was still quite young at that time, and I was wondering if the early exposure to a classroom setting, that too about Sikhi, was really necessary or not. I've always held a strong belief that Sikhi, considering its strength and purity, like any other religion, shouldn't be forced or imposed upon anyone, especially a child. So the idea in my mind for my child was to present options to him, options that brought him closer to Sikhi. So when I decided, I think I'm being really rude by saying so when my husband and I decided to enroll my child for Sojhi, I was very impressed and felt relieved that the first proper introduction of Sikhi upon my child was very meaningful and very impactful. There were no stringent rules to follow in the lesson. Each lesson started with a calming Mool Mantar, and thereafter the kids were allowed to explore and mingle. This was the nursery class at that time, and it entailed lots of games, Punjabi storytelling, and role play with those toy swords, and these kids really enjoyed enacting out as Sikh warriors. So the impression that my child received from the very beginning of Sojhi was that it was all about fun and excitement. Sojhi became an environment for my child where I as a parent felt contentment. I couldn't really rely on the weekly Gurdwara sessions because, as you can see, it is extremely difficult to get them to be seated and to just concentrate. So that was an effort to bring them to temple every week. And there was also the annual Sikh camps like Bahadar Bache and all, which we are very appreciative of. But since they are annual, it was still something not enough for me, I guess. I was needing something more regular. I needed a way of life for my child, right from the beginning. And most importantly, I needed him to be around people he was comfortable with. Now at Sojhi, my son has made little Sardar and little Sardarni friends, and also little non-Sardar friends. He is learning that we are all Sikhs first, and we are all equal in Guruji's eyes. About 1.5 years ago then, I was blessed with an opportunity to teach the kindergarten class. As a Sojhi teacher, we are given very light-hearted, age-appropriate curriculum to follow, mainly to reinforce and celebrate key events in the Sikh calendar. The idea of Sojhi is to impart the basic Sikh values to these children in simple language and pictorial storytelling methods. We also recite short sakhis, through which we conduct discussions with these students on daily situations and how they can handle these situations, trying to incorporate what our 10 gurus, the values that they have passed on to us. Sometimes I think that the values that our gurus had back in those days, honesty, hard work, it dawns upon me, and I wonder sometimes if, because the world is just so tricky nowadays, whether those values, how are we actually going to teach our kids to apply them tactfully? This is what we discuss in class. And Sangatji, these 5 to 6 year old kids, the students that I teach, they amaze me each and every time I come to class because they are already imbibed with the Sikh knowledge. They know everything. They know our Sikh history. They know our Char Sahibzade's name. They know when they sacrificed. They know everything. And their vast amount of knowledge never fails to impress me and my other Penjis. At the end of each lesson, we speak briefly about how Guruji is our friend and someone who is going to be with us 24/7, guarding us, because let's face it, as parents, we are not going to be with them 24/7. So this is something we try to talk with the students, that Guruji is right beside us every minute. I've thought and prepared each lesson with the usage of lots of art and craft and hands-on activities. Kids these days being very intelligent and smart, so having that in mind, presenting anything to them has to include lots of effort and lots of creativity. Each child brings back their work of that day, and subconsciously, I'm very sure that they've also brought back some knowledge and perspective on Sikhi, which they can sit and just ponder over by themselves or with their families. Sangatji, I'm positive that this foundation we are laying for them will only guide and better prepare our children for the future. Allow me to add that during Sojhi, when we have time, we also dance to funny Punjabi rhymes, and they love it, the kids love it. They may not entirely understand the language, but I'm a firm believer that what we keep displaying and what we keep reintroducing will eventually seep perfectly into their minds. Which brings me now to also include the importance of learning the Punjabi language. The Singapore Sikh Education Foundation has already commenced their K1 and K2 classes at Khalsa Kindergarten at BT Road. Without the Punjabi language, Sangatji, we cannot understand Gurbani. I would like to express my deep appreciation to Penchi Kalvinder of the Sojhi team, who's been of great support to me with all the ideas that I've presented. And with such encouragement, teaching Sojhi has become even more comforting. I'd like to give a special mention to Penji Harminder and Penji Kaur, who teach along with me, without whom our lessons will be dull. A big thank you from the Sojhi teams to the Sojhi teachers who have volunteered to make a difference in these young minds. Lastly, I would like to thank those parents who have been part of our Sojhi family, sending your kids to almost every session. Thank you. Thank you, because our unity, our like-mindedness as parents will provide a steady future for these Sikhs. They will never walk alone, Sangatji. For those parents who are yet to join us, please rest assured that you will be setting the best foundation for your child and leaving them in good hands. We welcome you with open arms. Sangatji, I will be doing much wrong if I do not speak in Punjabi as well. However, please forgive any inaccuracies. मेरा नाम हरप्रीत कौर है ਅਤੇ मैं इत्थे सोजी ਦੀ ਅਧਿਆਪਕਾ ਅਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੱਖ ਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਥੋੜੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝੇ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਮੈਂ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੀ ਸੋਚ, ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੀ ਸਮਝ ਬਚਪਨ ਤੋਂ ਅਗਰ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਅਸਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਸੁਨਿਸ਼ਚਿਤ ਰਹੇਗਾ। ਸੋਜੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਲਾਸਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਨਿਰੰਤਰ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਸਿੱਖਿਆਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਕੇ ਰਹੀਏ। ਇੱਕ ਮੇਰੀ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਗ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਚਿਲਡਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸੋਜੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਲਾਸਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਓ। ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਗ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਪੈਰੈਂਟਸ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਨੀ ਦਾਦੀ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਪੈਰੈਂਟਸ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਗ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਪੈਰੈਂਟਸ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਦਿਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸੋਜੀ ਕਲਾਸ ਆਉਣਾ। ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਆਖਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਸੋਜੀ ਦੀ ਦਾਤ ਦੇਵਾਂਗੇ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੁੱਲਣਾ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਜਨਮੀ ਹੱਕ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਖੋਣਾ। ਅਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹ ਸੋਜੀ ਦੀ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵਿਰਾਸਤ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਅਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਇਹ ਵਿਰਾਸਤ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਭਰ ਖੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕੇਗਾ। ਗਲਤੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮਾਫੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।